Good morning, Mason Nation. It's Tuesday, September 10th, and welcome to a new semester of Mason Cable News. We're your new Tuesday anchors for the season. I'm Britta Bausis.
And I'm Crystal Moore. Mason Cable News is Mason's morning news show where we give you the rundown on news and events happening around your campus and community. We're glad you could join us for the first show of the year. So, Britta, what'd you do this weekend?
I actually went to the Rock the Block party on Friday. It was pretty fun.
Oh, nice. What'd you do there?
I climbed the rock wall and I took advantage of the free food being offered because as a college student, naturally, you have to do that.
Definitely have to take advantage of the free food.
I also actually saw a lot of the faculty and staff there. Speaking of which, the search for a new provost is on. President Cabrera recently announced via email that Peter Stearns is in fact stepping down in June 2014. Dr. Cabrera asked the Faculty Senate to elect members to a search committee that will assist in the identification of a new provost. The Faculty Senate has elected Larry Rockwood, Professor of Environmental Science and Policy, June Tangney, Professor of Psychology, and Robert Smith, Professor of Psychology. Along with these distinguished professors, President Cabrera has appointed Ariella Sofer, Chair and Professor of Systems Engineering and Operations Research, Charlene Douglas, Associate Professor in the School of Nursing and Chair of the Faculty Senate, Rita Chung, Professor of Counseling and Development, Charles Bailey, Distinguished Professor of Biology and Executive Director of the National Center for Biodefense and Infectious Diseases, and T. Mills Kelly, Professor of History, who will chair the committee. President Cabrera expresses his gratitude towards the committee and Dr. Stearns and is confident that George Mason's up-and-coming nature will attract some remarkable candidates. It's going to be hard to replace Dr. Stearns.
Definitely will be hard to replace Dr. Stearns. August 28, 2013 marked the 50th anniversary of the historic March on Washington led by civil rights activist Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Citizens from around the country, including members of the Mason community, met at our nation's capital to celebrate this monumentous occasion. In 1963, the March on Washington was one of the largest political rallies for civil rights in U.S. history. Held in front of the Lincoln Memorial with more than 200,000 people in attendance, Dr. King delivered his iconic I Have a Dream speech, advocating an end to racial inequality. At this year's anniversary march, veterans of the 1963 March on Washington led tens of thousands of people 1.6 miles from Constitution Avenue to the Lincoln Memorial, where President Barack Obama spoke to the nation in the very spot that Dr. King delivered his historic speech. Along with Barack Obama, speeches were given by numerous social activists, including Reverend Al Sharpton and the mother of late Trayvon Martin, Sabrina Fulton. The march was not only held to pay homage to Dr. King, but to call for equal rights for all citizens, said Mason senior Kirsten Smith, who was in attendance at the march. A large focus was placed on the rights for the LGBT community, union workers, gun control, and education reform. They addressed a lot of the issues facing our nation today, Smith went on to say. Mason alumni Mohamed, a fellow attendee of the march, provided his reflection by stating that people from the first march provided a unique opportunity to learn about our nation's history. The march really showed that we have made large strides, but there is still a lot more work to be done. For more information about the Anniversary March on Washington, please check out the 50th Anniversary March on Washington.com.
As part of George Mason's participation in National Suicide Prevention Week, Provost Peter Stearns will lead a panel entitled The S Word that will address the sensitive topics of suicide prevention and mental health stigma. The goal of the panel, which is being sponsored by George Mason's Counseling and Psychological Services, or CAPS, is to change how the community views these issues by presenting multiple thought-provoking perspectives on them. Adrienne Barna, Executive Director of CAPS, explains approximately 10% of students report having seriously considered suicide in the past year. At Mason, that would be approximately 3,300 students. Additionally, Mason is one of just 2 Virginia universities to receive a 3-year grant from the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration in order to raise awareness for suicide prevention and mental health programs. The panel will include Donna Fox, Director of Advanced Biomedical Sciences Programs within the College of Science, Jason Dunnick, Undergraduate Director of Economics, and Ted Hoke, Assistant Professor in the College of Education and Human Development. The S-Word panel will take place tonight from 5 to 6:30 p.m. in the Johnson Center Cinema. National Suicide Week continues until Saturday, September 14th.
We'll be right back, and when we return, we'll give you your event rundown, a list of events that we recommend you don't miss. Stay tuned.
Hello Mason, my name is Frank Maraca, Executive Editor of Connect to Mason, Mason's online student news source.
And I'm Colleen Wilson, Editor-in-Chief of Broadside, the student-run newspaper.
Colleen and I are very excited to announce a new project coming out of the Office of Student Media. Over the past few months, Colleen and I have been playing a merger between Broadside and Connect to Mason that will bring the next generation of student-run news to the Mason community.
After a lot of consideration, we believe that merging our publications under a single name will give us the resources and organization needed to produce greater quality journalism for Mason students.
We'll be working to take a more in-depth look at the issues and changes around campus. Our organization will be called Fourth Estate, a name that we believe holds historical and symbolic meaning that captures the goals of student media at George Mason University.
The concept of a fourth estate refers to journalism and the media's role in democracy by facilitating an informed public. This ideal is one that our namesake, George Mason, believed in and coincides with the transforming industry of modern journalism.
We believe that combining our strengths in both print and online publications will help better inform the Mason community about what's happening around campus.
We hope that in the coming months, this organization will better serve the journalistic needs of a changing Mason community. And, as with anything we produce, we want to hear from you, the students.
Let us know what you like and what needs work. A student-run news source is only as good as the feedback it receives, so make your voice heard.
Thanks for watching, and we look forward to a great year.
On Tuesday, September 24th, from 7 to 8:30, Mason will play host to a debate between Lieutenant Gubernatorial candidates E.W. Jackson and Ralph Northam at the Arlington campus in Founders Hall. The two will be moderated by WUSA 9's Peggy Fox and will debate the fiscal future of Virginia. The debate is free to attend, but a seat is limited. Mason Votes will be live streaming the event. Stay tuned to masonvotes.gmu.edu for more details. Again, the debate is Tuesday, September 24th, with the doors opening at 6:30 at Founders Hall.
Need something to spice up your night? Fall Out Boy with Panic at the Disco will be playing at the Patriot Center tonight with doors opening at 5:30 p.m. Tickets are available at the box office.
Tomorrow, Fourth Estate, student media's print and online news outlet, will host their second annual 9/11 memorial at Mason Pond. At the memorial, starting at 8:30 p.m., candles will be lit for each victim of the attacks, with floating candles being sent up into the air to symbolize each country who lost a citizen. To be a part of the memorial, head over to Mason Pond tomorrow at 8:30 p.m.
Next week marks the beginning of Fraternity and Sorority Life Fall recruitment. Members of the Mason Nation will look at the many brotherhoods and sisterhoods to rush and go through recruitment with. We here at Mason Cable News want to help you out with this decision. Mason Cable Network had the chance to speak with each of the fraternities last year to let them tell us a little bit about themselves.
Hello, I'm Nick Braddock from PMU Kappa Sigma. Macon Walker. Adam Woodard. Just a little bit about our fraternity. We're the largest fraternity on this campus.
Last semester we raised about $7,000 for charity and did about 700 hours of community service.
Nationwide, we have the most colonies and chapters than any other fraternity there is in the state.
And if you want to find out more information about us, just go like us on Facebook. Check out kappasigma.org.
Hey, how's it going, guys? We're the men of Pi Kappa Alpha. My name is Matthew Lopez. I'm the internal vice president.
My name is Mo Ahmed. I'm the external vice president.
My name is Chris Salarulo. I'm the chapter president of Kappa Theta chapter at George Mason University. Pi Kappa Alpha has been promoting SLAG since 1868. SLAG standing for Scholars, Leaders, Athlete, and Gentlemen.
Interesting fact about us, last year, our recent accomplishments, we were homecoming champions, Greek Week champions. We got a 3.03 GPA, which is higher than the all-national male average. And we also won all sports last year, including IFC football, all-campus softball, soccer, and basketball.
Find out more on our Rush Pike GMU page 2012.
Hi, I'm Nikhil Bali.
I'm Mike Brooks.
And I'm Devin Wright. And we're Pi Caps. One interesting fact about Pi Kappa Phi is that we have our own national philanthropy, which we do various philanthropical events on campus, such as we have our own push pageant, which has been published in the Mason newspaper, which you can read about. And Brooke, would you like to say something?
Yeah, one of the cool things that we do is actually called the Journey of Hope, which is like a cross-country cycling event that takes place throughout the whole summer. Pi Caps from across the country join in, and they basically ride from one coast to the other coast, and they stop at various colleges to do events for like promoting the understanding of the severely handicapped, which is what Push America is all about.
For more information, follow us on Twitter at GMU PiCap or go to picap.org.
Thank you. Hi, we are Phi Kappa Theta at George Mason University. We've been on campus for over 20 years.
We focus on developing connections between members that we can truly call brothers.
For more information, please go to our Facebook page, Phi Kappa Theta GMU.
I'm Brett.
I'm Rajiv. I'm Ace.
We're with Tau Kappa Epsilon fraternity,
The largest fraternity in the world, and we have a pretty good, prolific alumni base with Martin Ray.
How you doing? I'm Andrew Stevenson. I'm the president here of the SAE at George Mason University. A few cool facts about us. Number one, we were the #1 chapter in our region for all SAEs. Number two, we were the only chapter of achievement at George Mason University and IFC fraternities. We were started in 1856 and just started a few years here ago at George Mason. We're one of the quickest growing fraternities, and here's our yell. Phi Alpha LMC! Phi Alpha LMC! Sigma Alpha! Sigma Alpha! Sigma Alpha Epsilon! Rah rah Phi Sigma Alpha Epsilon! Rah rah Phi Sigma Alpha Epsilon! Roo rah roo rah roo rah ree! Virginia Delta SAE! Read about it.
Hi, my name is Jeff Busco, and I'm the Vice President of Phi Kappa Sigma, also known as the Skulls.
And I'm Robert Miller, the recruitment chair of Phi Kappa Sigma.
Two things that are really interesting about our chapter. From a national level, we are one of the only fraternities that predates the Civil War. During the Civil War, we had chapters in both the North and the South that fought against each other, where we got our nickname the Skulls, because brothers would wear silver skulls on their badge so that they knew not to attack each other during the war. One of our other interesting facts, which is more about our chapter, is we actually have a partner with the Washington Redskins. We partner up with the Washington Redskins. We go to their games and we do game day sales for them, and they give us a certain portion of those sales, and we use that to pay off our dues and pay for a lot of the stuff that our chapter does. To find out more information, you can contact me, Jeff Busco, or tweet at us at GMU Skulls, or contact Robert Miller, our Rush Chair.
Hi, my name is Chris.
I'm the other Chris.
And I'm PTAC, the recruitment chair. We're from Chi Psi fraternity. One interesting thing about us is that we were actually just awarded a Community Service Award from our fraternity at the national level. Last spring, we were recognized by Mason as the chapter of Promise.
For more information, follow us on Twitter at Chi Psi GMU.
I'm Michael Mitchell. I'm Julian Bryant. And my name's Andre Patron, and we're the gentlemen of Theta Kappa fraternity.
An interesting fact about us is we are the largest Theta Chi chapter in Virginia. Also, since originally being founded in 1856, we've expanded to over 175,000 members internationally, with chapters in the U.S. and Canada.
And another good interesting fact is that the captain of Louisville basketball, #1 in the nation, is my pledge brother and a member of this fraternity.
And mine.
And his. And I am the Rush Chair, Rush Marshal, and we have a couple events going on during Rush Week. The best way to contact us is by probably Facebook at Theta Chi Rush Fall 2012, or by texting me at 703-225-9682.
I'm Kevin Dugan, and we're with Tau Delta Phi fraternity. Tau Delta Phi is a great fraternity. First off, because of the kinds of people that we have, we bring in all kinds of different people from all kinds of different interests and activities all over campus. So we're really well connected into all different kinds of alleyways. From politics to movie club, we've got guys working at Starbucks. It's great the different kinds of people you'll meet as part of Tau Delta Phi fraternity. And second, it's great to feel like you're making a difference. We're a younger fraternity on campus, so every individual member really feels like they're putting something into it. They're really laying the groundwork for something. And our philanthropy, Feeding America, does great work for tons of people all across the country every year. All right. Now, how can you get in contact with us? Well, you can follow us on Twitter at RushTDF. That's our group Twitter account. You can email any questions to gmu.taudel@gmail.com. And if you want, you can call this number right here, 540-421-5947. That's our Rush Chair. take care of any questions that you might have. All right, thanks. Hi, I'm Dennis Sumi, the recruitment chair for the Delta Chi fraternity.
I'm Jamie Kinney, president of the Delta Chi fraternity. One thing we pride ourselves on is hosting events throughout the semester for our philanthropy, Jimmy B Foundation of Cancer Research.
Another thing we pride ourselves on as a fraternity is we offer a plethora of opportunity and skill sets that you can further advance yourself as a gentleman, not only in college, but for the rest of your life. And to learn more about the Delta Chi fraternity, follow us on Twitter at GMU Delta Chi.
Or go to our website at gmudeltachai.chapterspot.com.
I'm John Tackett.
I'm Ben Waters.
And we're from Alpha Epsilon Pi, the National Jewish Fraternity. We have chapters in over 5 countries.
This is going to be our 100th year centennial for our chapter. We're going to have a giant anniversary bash in New York this summer at the Waldorf Astoria, where we have the whole hotel booked. It's going to be great. Every brother will be able to go.
We're a great group of guys, and if you want to find out more about us, you can go to www.gmuapi.org.
Hi, I'm Richard Bond.
I'm Steve Farmer, Phi Sigma Kappa.
We throw the largest philanthropy on campus every year through all of our fraternities. Our National Special Olympics is our philanthropy that we do, and every year it's our cornhole tournament in the spring.
A couple years ago, we actually had some brothers go to the University of Maryland and found one of the Phi Sigma Kappa chapters. It was the Ada chapter.
If you want to find out more information about Phi Sigma Kappa, you can go onto Facebook and type in the information bar into the search bar, Phi Sigma Kappa Fall Rush 2012. Look for information about Phi Sig, and I'm the Fall Rush Chair, Richard Bond.
Hi, my name is Patrick.
I'm Bo.
I'm Eric.
And we're from the Kappa Alpha Order. Kappa Alpha's motto is Do Ebe Dom, which means God and the ladies.
And we're just gentlemen running the world.
And you can find us out online on gok.com.
That's it for today's Mason Cable News segment. We'll see you Thursday.
Stay classy, GMU.